Yo, 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 what's good, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to the Magma Minds podcast. Your boy, Fon the Villain. To my left, the one, the only Toast. What's up, man?
Hey everyone, it's me, Lack. So grateful to be here. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. I've been honestly, it's honestly so fun every time we do this, and
Every time you just
yeah,
set
yeah.
up and sit down,
Every time
bro.
we sit up and sit down, it feels like it's nerve wracking, cause like I talked to someone recently and they were like, how do you sit and talk for an hour? I'm like, bro, I don't sometimes it's like tough. It's tough just cause like it's hard to I'm trying to articulate ways in a way that's like I'm not dragging it out for too long.
That you're not just putting fillers and useless shit just to make it
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But yeah, man. So
Yeah,
again, you guys signed the lease. You guys are here. Leave a comment,
sir.
leave a like. It's just the two of us, and even though it's just the two of us, we feel like we have a community behind us, and we're grateful for it. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We're definitely grateful. Like you said, we were sitting. Man, them are sitting out here, and we're talking, bro.
Yeah.
And it is just chatting. You know what's funny is I think I see some some guys that do theirs, and they try to get like all the episodes and want to get in for their time, but they do it in one day because they're like using studios and stuff, so they have to get there during the day. They shoot, take a break. Like you're playing maybe like a sport or something. I'm trying to think. Or like if you're in school and you have like periods, they shoot like the one break, shoot maybe same outfit because who cares?
Yeah.
Break, shoot another one after with changed outfits, like all on the same day, just because like they don't have the space,
right?
Because most of them do share, like depending on the area. I think in Cali, there's one space where like if you watch multiple podcasts, you see them using like the same area, which is nice because at the end of the day, you don't have to pack anything, set it up. As long as you break out a 5-hour day, go there, everything is there. You just use it. Boom, boom, boom. Turn the lights off on your way out, and then you're like, okay, bet we're good for the next month and a half, depending on how you release. But yeah, it's definitely either way, still time to sit there, just be talking. Man.
Yo, my brain would be fried after the first like two episodes.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes, bro, because you know it's gonna take.
Because you have to redo everything like again. Like, hey guys, so grateful to be here again. Like, bro, I mean, how grateful can you be in one day?
Yo, in one day. Yo, it's a lot of gratefulness, man. But we take it.
By the third episode, fourth episode, I'm still grateful to be here. Yeah, bro. So I just saw a video recently of the Hawk Tool girl.
Yeah. Why is everybody talking about this girl still?
She has a podcast now. Like,
really?
Jake Paul bankrolled her like for like a rented out her like a studio space. Had everything. Has everything set up. I fuck with the name heavy. I don't get.
What's the name? Don't tell me that's the name of the podcast,
bro. It's the name of the podcast. Take a guess.
Okay, I was already gonna say like the Hawk Tour thing because that's what she says. That's all we know.
It's kind of in it. It's called Talk Tour.
Oh, like Talk Tour.
Yeah. Which is I fuck with it. Like, honest, it's pretty creative.
What are we saying?
It's pretty creative, but it's not that creative because like that's what people were dropping in the comments. Like,
they did that before it even, or like
before
if she had a podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. I'm not gonna hate on it. It's cool.
I just don't understand what the hype is.
There is no hype. That's the thing. Is the internet is doing that thing where it takes chapstick and like just makes it the talk of the day and the talk of the town for fucking a year, bro.
They're milking the hell out of it.
They're milking it crazy.
I don't get it.
But to her, get your bag, mommy.
Yeah, get your
mommy,
bag.
get your bag, man. Because it's funny because I can imagine. I haven't even seen it. Maybe I'll pull it up here in a second, but I imagine the views are viewing.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, she might not even be the. I need to see what she's talking about. Have you actually watched any of the episodes?
No, I don't even know if any is a release. Well, by the time this episode comes out, maybe.
By the time this, yeah.
Yeah, but the what I saw was literally her walking into the studio space, like thanking Jake Paul for like setting it up.
Okay.
And I think they did release like a snippet, which I saw, but what she was talking about, bro, it's hard to follow. It's hard to fucking follow.
Hard to follow because you're a guy, or hard to follow because like the discussion was just
it was leftwards. Like, bro, it's just like a brain rot discussion. Like, it was like the guest or the host or co-host, whatever, brought up a topic and she just didn't know about it. I forgot what the topic was. That's how like insignificant it was. I was just like, bro, how do you like
Dang.
Like, are you really? Did you really live in on a farm for that long that you don't know about this? Like,
oh, bro. That bad? Damn.
Yeah, might have to pull up that clip.
You said a farm for that long. She was saying she's a farm girl, huh? Because hence the country accent, right?
Yeah, but apparently though, like there's a thing going around saying like she's faking the whole country accent.
Oh, then she's a good actor. Either way, she's
either way, she's
either way she's taking
it
yeah. Because then she's a good actor.
Yeah, either way. But apparently, like people were releasing, like proof that she was like actually just nothing political. I'm not even trying to get political, but like she was like she's just Israeli and she's not even from here. She's from there. Oh, and like when she did like a 23andMe test on like one of the podcasts, and it showed that she was like 97, 96% or 98% Israeli. There's some shit, and then
but these are just speculations.
These are just speculations. Yeah. But like I thought it was interesting
because she can easily just come out and be like, I am, and then, like her she would be like my granddad.
Well, she acted surprised when she saw the results. That's what got me.
Oh, so that's what people are going off about.
Yeah,
interesting. Yeah. How accurate are those things though?
It felt like like that whole thing with that girl Bobby that did the interview with like Drake and
Bobby
stuff.
Adloff, whatever.
Yeah. Like how like they were like she's an industry plant.
She felt like an industry plant.
She felt like
still
feel like it.
I don't even know. She's still doing the thing. Is that even still?
I think the most recent one she did was was it Young Boy Never Broke Again?
I did. Okay. I did like hear of whatever.
But that whole shit, bro, her life fell apart low key. Like she had to go to through a divorce.
Because of the pod?
Because of, I think with all the stuff that was going on.
I guess, bro. At that stage, it's like just I can't even. When it comes, the funniest thing is like once it gets to that point where I don't even know how to describe it. Like there's a difference between the genuine ones now that you can enjoy as far as like the podcast, and then ones where it's just like this just happened because someone made it happen and like it's there now and it's there.
Yeah,
people are obviously gonna watch it because that's what the internet does. But for her case, it's just like all of a sudden she's just interviewing Drake and Lil Yachty and like mad.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, what is even? And then the conversation too, which I understand it's a form of comedy, but just even I don't want to say take the comedy out of it because that's part of her like the character right, and the thing, but it's just like the way it all just happened and the people she's talking to, you're just like, bro, I still rather watch the 30-second TikTok video with the random blonde kid that you don't know, but you know he's been doing it for years. So he's like knows how to genuinely just translate whatever point he's trying to make.
Yeah,
it's so much easier. And then like that goes back to like shits and gigs, random order, like Tim, what's it called? Tim Delgado.
Yeah,
Tim
Delgado.
Like those guys, like you see their thing, you're like, this makes sense.
It feels genuine.
It's been curated some way. It's not just it didn't just come out and it was like there. Which is funny. But that's how I felt about her thing, and I was just like,
yeah, I don't know. That's why I hopped off TikTok completely. Like TikTok, all that shit. Just because I was like, I'm a naturally curious and nosy person. So anything that's like popping off, I'm like, what's going on? Let me dive deep. Yeah, then I'd be diving too deep, and then like sometimes how I know I'm diving too deep is like I'm talking to someone that like doesn't keep up with it, and I'm trying to explain to them what's going on. I'm like, bro, why the fuck do I know all this? Like, why do I have this information? Like, what is it useful for? Nothing.
Feeding the whole thing. But
how it goes.
That being said, the boy just got back. Shout out to the man Morgan. Morgan just finished playing some tennis, bro. That shit's been feeling fun.
Yeah,
that shit was nice. No, we're both. Sure. I don't want to say we're both at the same level. He definitely has more experience. His serves are pretty fucking good. I mean, for what I could. What I could tell. It's still not like the one shorty I was telling you, the Venezuelan girl I played with.
Oh yeah,
she tried to fuck my wrist up with her serve, but nah, man's got some nice serves. That's one thing that I'm trying to get down. But outside of that, bro, we were going back and forth.
Yeah,
maybe like 3 or 4 great rallies. The rest of it, we're just making points as we could, bro. Man, we're struggling, but nah, we're just saying that we need to definitely get out there. That court that we went to was pretty nice.
Yeah,
I mean, it was okay for like an outdoor public court. I was like, oh shit, there was like 4 courts in the park off Classen.
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah, I think that's one of the first courts I went to for like as like a free court. But like, bro, playing with a wall or a machine and then like finding someone to play with,
It's different. That's what I was just telling you too. I was like, bro, I used to just go by myself.
Yeah.
After I told this man, I was telling this man I've been playing tennis for 2 full months. Boy just looking at me like, man, have fun.
Bro, if I had
today, you were like, yo, I'm pulling up. I'm like,
you didn't even have to struggle how I had to struggle, bro. Like, I would literally have to Google like a bunch of tennis courts and then go through the pictures to see if they have a wall. You just pull up to Lifetime and hit it on a wall, or like and pull.
You got a house,
rent
bro.
a machine.
Hit that shit on the back of the house.
Back of the house. That's the answer you're going with.
You're trying to find the wall, bro.
Wow.
You're trying to find the wall. That's an excuse.
And that shit gonna bounce on grass, and then hitting the brick wall where it's uneven and just bounce it.
Bounce it. Okay. Your garage has like the pillar in between. No, that's like the brick or concrete.
No pillar.
Bro, practice on.
Sorry, my house don't. My house don't have pillars.
No, I'm sorry, like, bro. Like brick for me. You know how they separate the 2-car garages with the little thing in the middle.
Oh, you think our garage splits?
You're so fucking goofy.
That's crazy.
You're so goofy.
Nah, I don't know what you see my garage.
You have a 2-car garage.
There's no pillar to switch it to split it.
I'm not talking about split. Just there's a 2-car garage there. And I can't remember if I had the thing in the middle you could hit it on. Yeah, I was going to say, practice your aim, bro. Hit it on that. That way you're playing on the driveway.
Wow, now we're just practicing aim. Yeah.
That's what you made me do for 2 months, bro. And then
all of a sudden, is crazy.
All of a sudden, today, man, it's like, yo.
I don't have a $4,000 robot spin the balls at me, bro. Crazy.
I'm going to go play by myself, man. It's like, I'll play today.
Yeah.
2 months in. But no, shit was mad fun, though. He was saying that his roommate plays, and him and some other guys, they used to go like every Tuesday or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, man, we need to bring this back."
Are y'all gonna make it a weekly thing?
We're gonna try. I think we just need to like figure out dates and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, regardless, I'm gonna be trying to play it like every day, every other day. So I'm gonna hit him up as much as I can, and then we'll see if we play. But
I mean, Doe plays like he's
but he's just been so busy, and the timing's been off.
Yeah, I guess he was only free at night.
Yeah, and he also. I think he needs to like restring and like do all that other stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Just get that shit done and let's get it going, man. That's 4 people right there. We got doubles already.
Yeah, dibs on Doe because he actually took classes.
He said dibs on Doe. All right, man. Man, we're going a little back, little slice going on.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, we get some tennis in. But what else we're getting in today as far as the topics and questions before the cards? I was gonna ask. This one, I forget. It's funny because most of the time whenever I get the topics down, or I don't know how it works for you, whenever I get the topics down, it's like either as I'm talking to someone and I have to pull my phone down and like put it, that's when I like write it down. I'm usually on the phone or like talking to Twin or talking to somebody. And then I'm like, oh, this would be a good one. So today, what we're bringing for you guys is, would you let your friend get married to someone that you don't like? And how do you are you going to the wedding? You're not going to the wedding. And for shits and gigs, we're gonna reverse the thing. How would you feel if you had a friend that told you, as you wanting to propose to your girl, that told you like, nah, bro, don't do it. But go with the first one. So,
I'm gonna add another one to that.
Right.
When you had a wedding and your friend's trying to bring someone you don't like.
Oh, and your friend's trying to bring someone you don't like. Yeah, that'd be spicy.
Okay.
But that being said, would you go to your friend's wedding?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
You gonna be there?
It's not about me. At the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about the two of them. And, but I'm gonna have my grievances in other ways. But on that day, they can have it. It's between them and God, So I'm gonna be there, celebrate my homie, celebrate my friend, try my best to have a great time with him and make sure it's memorable.
Okay.
But the wedding gift's gonna be looking different. It's gonna be a his and hers.
Oh, it's gonna be
a his and hers.
Might as well just be his because she.
Well, but I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be something she can't use.
Yeah, just his.
Just him. Like it's gonna be like whoever he's into, it's gonna be mannish, like boyish. You know what I mean? It's gonna might be a PS5 or Xbox or something. And for her, she's, I don't know, a little gift basket from Target.
Yeah, she's gonna have to hold that, I guess.
She's gonna have to hold that.
Nah, that's crazy. What are you saying 2 weeks later, they get divorced.
Oh, they get divorced?
2 weeks later, they break up.
Oh, are you kidding me? Strip club immediately.
Oh, strip club immediately. You thought I told you so, boy?
Yeah, I'm posting it and tagging her. Whoa. Are you kidding me?
You're posting it and tagging her.
Yeah, I'm posting it and tagging her.
I didn't even say if it was his fault or her fault.
Oh, I don't care. It's my boy. He can do whatever he wants. Like, are you kidding me? If let's say they get married and 2 weeks later she found out he slept with one of the bridesmaids.
Ooh, one of the bridesmaids is crazy.
And then she filed a divorce. I'm like, bruh, players play. You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do? Yeah, so
you were like, damn, I did see her in that dress.
Yeah, I was like, bro, she was looking bad. I'm glad you saw it too. Was
crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
No,
are you kidding me?
That's nuts. So one of the bridesmaids, I mean, she would have to reconsider her bridesmaids. Those are your girls.
Yeah,
those are supposed to be your girls.
And honestly, that speaks character on her, because like if your friend betraying you like that's showing that you're not a very good judge of character anyway.
Damn,
because you have bad character. I'm gaslighting. I'm switching the whole shit. I'm flipping the whole shit back on her. Are you kidding me?
You make her
wow. My homeboy's gonna get the. I'm glad you did that. Yeah, you see. Nuts. You see, that's the kind of people you let into your life, G. You like, are you kidding me?
Can you believe this?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Nah, the way you spun it on her is mad, bro.
Hey.
The way you spun it, you had me believe it. I was like, damn, how could she
imagine?
Imagine
the wife. Because one of your homeboy would never do that to you. Because you're a good guy.
Thank you.
That's
the type of people I attract. But
if one of your bridesmaids did flip the script on you like that, giving dome in the dressing room to the groom,
bro, to the groom.
That's
what have you been doing?
You gotta rethink your whole life. You're not ready for my boy.
Yeah,
you're not deserving.
You're bringing bad company and energy. To the circle. Mm-hmm. Holy guys, leave a comment about that because. Oh, nah, that's too much. I wouldn't be, I'll fall to my knees, bro. I'll be like, damn. I'd be like, damn. Nah, I don't know. The thing, you're right, though. At the end of the day, it's them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's them. Yeah. But again, this is like your enemy. Like, you don't, like, I didn't establish what she did for you not to like her. I feel like I don't want to because I feel like there's just certain obvious things where you just say that you're not going to the wedding. But yeah, someone you don't like, you gotta for your person, you have to show up. Mm-hmm. I feel like and then as you said, after that, it is what it is. Don't come for me if you don't get a visit from me every month, every 2 months, because I'm not trying to be there. Mm-hmm. And I would have already let that be known. Of course, I would have told him like, yeah, bro, nah.
Yeah,
like I'm not going. I'll be there whenever you need me.
Yeah,
for sure. It's gonna frequent a little less.
Yeah.
Having someone that you don't like come to your wedding,
whether
it's your friend that brought them or whatever.
Yeah.
What would be my reaction? Well, it depends on who brought them. Is it like one of my close people?
Yeah.
Damn, like one of the groomsmen maybe.
Let's do but one of the groomsmen and the other side is like one of your like just regular friends trying to bring somebody.
If it's one of the groomsmen, of course, I'll have to firm it. I'll just be like, bro, I'll talk to him about it. Like, yo, why? Like, why? What's happening? Like, why would you do that? Especially if they know I don't like her. There's no means. And I say her. I mean, it could be, if it's a guy, then it's just, I feel like I'd be even more direct because, not more direct per se. But if it was a girl, it'll start depending on, okay, is he talking to her? Are they just friends? Like, what was the reason he brought this shorty here?
Right.
Knowing I didn't like her. But if it was another guy, I mean, they're more than likely just going to be friends. And it's just like, yo, it's a schmuck to get out of here, bro. Yeah. What are we doing?
Right.
So groomsman. And then if it was just a friend that brought someone, I don't know. It's, for some reason, for me, I feel like it'll just be like a blind eye kind of thing. I would question why they're there or question why my friend brought them, but I wouldn't. It was one of those things where it'd be so much more minuscule because I wouldn't have a care in the mind. Like, it just lets me know the type of person. Again, if they know that I don't like this person, it lets me know the type of friend that person is, per se. And we already established it's not like a close friend, so I'll just be like, bro, like, why would you do that? I don't know why, but this is my day and I have no time to be messing. To like thinking of all that, so it'll be very minuscule. I'll make sure, and if it's not like close family, close friend, they're sitting in the back anyways. Like, they're not gonna be in the front. If it was one of my guys, it'll have to be a discussion. I think.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Definitely have to be a discussion. If it's one of my shorty's friends, like if she had a friend that you didn't like and she invited her to the wedding,
was that our second point?
Bro, I swear.
If we brainstorm for a circle, then hey.
Bro, I promise you.
Okay,
bro. If you don't answer the questions before we start forgetting.
Okay, yeah. Okay, if it's
So go
the first point, it's so goofy. Okay, damn. So I swear we're educated people. We can remember things.
Why is it so hard today?
Okay, that's what she said.
Sure.
Anyways,
yeah.
Okay, so I agree with you with the first point. If it's a groomsman, definitely have a discussion. Yeah. Definitely talk to them. If it's someone really important to the groom to my boy, I would be like, okay, well, even though that person is important to you and you want them here, just know that this might or might not leave a bad taste in my mouth.
Ooh.
At the end of it, and it might or might not taint our friendship, because this is an intrusion now, because we're paying for the wedding, we're paying for the plate they're eating, we're paying for every element of this wedding, for everyone to enjoy it, and more importantly, selfishly, for us to enjoy it, because it's my big day. So if it's my big day, it's not big enough for you, and it's not big enough for you to respect it, then go ahead and bring him. Just know though that this might seal it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, especially if they're distant. It's like, just keep in mind. Yeah,
because I'm the videographer is gonna get the memo of, hey, this person.
Not in anything. And if you're really with them like that, both of you are just. We're not gonna have you in the memories, bro.
Right.
Fair.
Yeah, but if it's my shorty,
it's one of her friends that you don't like.
I think that's even easier than just the groomsmen, because I'd be like, yo, it's our big day, and I know that person is, you want to bring that person, whatever, but I hope that makes me feel some type of way, and I'm supposed to be carefree today. I'm supposed to be not everything's supposed to be how we want it.
Smooth.
Yeah, smooth. We supposed to enjoy it. We're not gonna do this again. And the shorty, I have to live with her. I have to live with her moving forward. I would hope I chose somebody who would pick me over other people who are honestly by that point should not be as significant as me.
That's why you say significant other, huh?
Dang. Yeah.
That's why it's a significant other. Because there's a point. There should. I think I would agree. Not that I think. I would agree with that last point you made. Definitely, there will come a time, of course. And I know that you would vibe with this as well, that it's not off rip. And even at the marriage, maybe, not yet, maybe, don't come for me. But there is a point in time where it's like your significant other is the most significant person to you. Yeah. Right? So you would need to hope and believe that, like you said, that person thinks the same way. Because I don't want us to get married 30 years into the future and you're trying to decide something maybe happened with your best friend, something's happening with me, and you're choosing to forego the entire marriage 30 years later, which I would have hoped to even have kids. So you're leaving that entire your family to go with your friend. I think there comes a point in time where that role kind of switches. Right. And even as I was saying that, I was just thinking of me and my friends and thinking of how that role was switched for me. Mm-hmm. And it's a hard realization to come to, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna have to be the case, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Even
for me.
Yeah, because I when they say if you have any objection to this wedding, please make it known now or forever hold your peace. Everyone in that room with me that day shouldn't even have that as a thought. Yeah, you know what I mean?
That maybe one day.
And the only thing they're missing is the courage to speak up. I don't want that to be a thing. Everyone in that room that we invited personally is there fully because they support us, not because of formality, just because they got invited or whatever. Inviting.
No, that's definitely the one. Yeah, that is definitely the one, man. No, that wasn't interesting. Yeah, that was not supposed to be that hard. I promise, guys, it was not supposed to be that hard. What we're getting into next, hopefully, isn't as tough, because these could also be tricky. Yeah. 2 questions, sometimes very deep, sometimes not. If you guys have been here before, you know what segment it is. We're about to go with the cards. And if you haven't, quick rundown.
Yep. So bowl cards. You've been here before. You know what we're talking about. Bowl cards, 3 categories: reflection, perception, and connection. So I went first last time and then so Fawn's gonna read off the reflection cards, which is the black and yellow card.
Yes, sir.
Black
and then we
and
can do the connections last. Since that's a new one.
Yeah.
2 questions. At what point in your life do you think you became independent? And which accomplishments are you most proud of? Have we done that before?
No.
I guess in my life so far, I feel as though I'm not necessarily as independent as I would imagine. But to answer the question, what point I think I became independent was as in like thinking for myself, doing everything for myself when I went to boarding school in Cameroon. Like at that, because as young as you could be, that was as independent as I felt it could get. I was like 12, 13. I just had to make sure I was clean and healthy. Had to, like, while I was in boarding school, that's cleaning all my clothes myself, making sure they're dry, pressed, whatever pressed is. Like, we used to literally, you had to fold your clothes, put it under your mattress, sleep, like get some cardboard to make it flat, put it in between, sleep on it. That way you wake up in the morning, shit is pressed. Again, cleaning everything I needed to, managing rations for food, because again, boarding school, you get a select amount of food. Outside of that, they feed you in the school. Things get technical sometimes, so you're not always eating directly from what the school's giving. So at that point I had to manage rations, had a certain amount of money, which was just finite for the entire 3 whatever months, however many months the semester is. Had that amount of money, had to manage that. So thinking of literally everything I'm buying, like, yo, I got to keep some to make sure I still have enough for soap for laundry and soap for this. And like, if like toothpaste, like just all the bare necessities to live, I had to manage it, as well as when I was going to use it to get like more food or something like that. So that's honestly in Cameroon, I think that's when I felt the most independent. Again, they were giving us portion, would they say portion, but it's actually portions that you need to clean. So everyone has like their job in the dorm and everything. So you have to make sure you wake up in the morning on time to finish whatever it is you're designated to do. Then get ready, shower, go to school. You do all that, pray, do like everything was so very like, again, it was just, that's the most independent I had felt. Yeah. And especially being like 12, 13, like there's not much more independence than that. Right. The reason I said I still feel like I can definitely be more independent is because I've, in a funny way, transitioned from that. Like now I'm living back home, but obviously trying to get the job, hopefully residency here in a little bit. But until then, I'm honestly never going to feel as independent as I did while I was in boarding school.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Just a small question. Are there any kids that went to boarding school with like unlimited amount of money? Like where like they can just, because are the school is the school limiting how much you guys can have?
No, not really. But it's just there were kids that definitely had more money. Yeah. I wouldn't say we had more money. There was like the governor's kids and like the kids of like some of the prime minister, whatever. Not the prime minister, but like children of status, right? Yeah. And so they would come with definitely more money. You can tell. Yeah. But even still,
like you can tell like they're not stressing too much.
Yeah, they're not stressing too much at all. But even with that, you can still tell that no one just had money like that. Yeah. Like even children of like the highest whatever, like you could tell that they still limited them to, as far as them being the parents, like as far as to what they gave them to go to school and do. Yeah. So we were all at some point almost in the same boat. Of course, it was also easier for people like them to get maybe more money. Yeah. It's like if you're running out.
But I mean, that status is like crazy though. Like, you know who my dad is?
Yeah. And that helps with just like the life and the thing. Like teachers think twice before they start like beating you for something. Like students think twice before they start yelling at you. People, obviously, some people want to be a friend all of a sudden because of this, and this. They know like on the day when the families get to visit, the one day out of the year, when the families get to visit, they know that maybe if you're really close to that family, like they'll bring you something nice too. So it definitely played into it played some strategy and how people had to build relationships with that.
Politics starts from a young age, bro.
Politics galore, man. Yeah, so definitely that was the time I felt I became independent. What would you say? At what point?
I still don't feel like I am like that independent, because I think life has to be compartmentalized into different categories, like different areas. And some areas I'm definitely like completely independent.
Yeah.
But there are some areas I'm like I'm still depending on like people for like emotional support or like to be there for me at like certain time or whatever. Like I don't feel like I completely have myself yet. Like if I fall, like it's a dumb way to think, but I don't like it's just like a doubtful mindset. Like I don't know if I could get up like completely by myself just because.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Just because I've never like because every time I've fallen, like even. I mostly pick myself up, but there are friends that are there for me.
That are there, yeah.
Yeah, I've never gone through anything just completely by myself. But the time that I became the most independent was definitely when I moved to the U.S.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was like a very shocking stage in my life. Like just because I went from having my grandma, you know, because I was like 9 when I moved here. Having my grandma cooked every meal, like bring it to me, and like we're eating together.
Jeez, man was living the life.
I know the life, and every aspect of my life was taken care of. Like I think I've said this before. Like, even though we didn't have a lot, I never felt like I needed anything. They did such a good job of just making sure like I never felt like we were lacking anything. And it wasn't until like I was older that like some of the conversation I overheard or some of the things like I look back on, I'm like, damn, we were struggling, but how was I so carefree? So when I moved here, my sister is 5 years younger than me. So she's 4, I'm 5, or she's 4, I'm 9. Jesus, quick math is not math. What is going on, bro?
She's 4.
Damn,
I'm 5.
wasn't this
But
wasn't
she's
this
5
water?
years younger than me.
Jeez, she's yeah. Anyways, she's 4. 9.
You're about to say
I almost slipped up again. That's the craziest thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and a lot of times, like when we first moved here, daycare is I remember being $120 a day. And how I remember was one day she pissed me off so bad. I called my mom, and you know, as a 9-year-old, you're like,
who pissed you off? The teacher?
No, my sister.
Oh,
my sister pissed me off so bad, and it was one of the days like. She can only go to daycare like 3 times a week because that's all we can afford. My parents are making like about a $180 a day, both of them. So having her, you know, like paying for daycare like every day, which is not gonna like that's more than half.
Too much, yeah.
Yeah. So one day I remember was like one day she pissed me off so bad. I called my mom and I was like, how much is it? I'll pay for it right now. And that was all I had in my bank, like in my saving.
He said,
I had $120.
You wanted to send her to daycare,
bro? And I was like, I'll do it right now just so she can get out of my face. And looking back on that was so dumb, but like, yeah, like just watching her every day, like and whatnot, it made me feel more independent for sure. Like even though the foods were cooked, I have like you have to feed yourself. You know, nothing's like portioned out or anything.
Yeah.
Coming home, I'm doing my own homework, and my parents can't help me with my homework. To the point I was getting my ass beat a lot because I couldn't understand the homework.
Getting things done.
Bro. Yeah. I feel like right now I measure independency is if someone else can depend on me. So because that's how I know I'm not depending on that person.
Okay.
So it's still a little bit of external validation, which I need to get over.
See. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing though, because as you said, it also takes, which I mean, this might be shifting gears, but it also takes a lot of courage to be able to like allow yourself to be lifted up by somebody, right? Like in an emotional way or wherever it is that you realize that I'm very, like you could realize you're very independent financially, but then as you said, mentally, like you need help, like I don't think that even puts a damper on the independence per se, because I think it just takes a lot of courage to be able to allow someone to do that, because I believe if there wasn't anyone there for you, would you still pick yourself up? And I think you already said yes to that, so in a way, like you understand that you can be independent, but allowing someone to help you with that it just does so much more for you. You might be able to spend more of that mental capacity on something else to be more productive, because you're not focusing on trying to be emotionally like a pillar the entire time, you know what I mean? So
and I think that's just like something I just have to accept and work through, like exactly how you just phrased it. I really think it stems from when we moved here. My mom had a really hard time adjusting to the environment, and I mean, honestly, in my eyes, she was like the loneliest person. But every time I see her cry or something, she always like, don't worry about me. I got myself. Don't worry about me. Worry about you. Do good in school. That's why we're here. And I think it was from like just like that conditioning of like watching her do it. Like when she's down, she doesn't allow anyone else to be there for her because she doesn't want to feel like a burden to anyone. And that's a really bad habit I picked up from her. And like, cause like now, like when I go through shit, I tend to like self-isolate. I just like I just turn my phone off, delete all my socials, and just so that like there's no that it closes doors for excess. From other people.
I see.
Try and be better.
Oh man, you could always be better at something. You could always be better at something. For the second question, which of your accomplishments are you the proudest of? Okay. What's funny is I would say it's a kind of a tit for tat. I want to say the doctor thing, like finishing med school, becoming a doctor, definitely proud of that accomplishment. And the reason I say I want to say and I don't say it confidently is because one, although like when I think about the road to get to that accomplishment, it was like tough. And for some reason, every time I think of like having or wanting to be proud of something, my mind just automatically goes to what was the most difficult thing that you did and you feel like you did successfully. Because in theory, like you'd be proudest of that. Like that notion is what's making me like want to say a doctor thing. Because I think of the journey, I think of the road, I think of everything. And I'm like, man, after doing all of that, I still made it out, finished what I needed to do.
I should be proud.
And I should be proud. Yeah. But I don't think necessarily that's what I'm proudest of. Because the same way that I have that notion, like that definition of what proud is, it doesn't feel like that. I mean, obviously just the doctor thing being the example, but what I think I'm most proud or my like proudest accomplishment is how like happy I've been able to make myself like in my life. Could be very philosophical. It is what it is, but I think I've tried and I've accomplished up until now, right? It's a continuum, but I've tried, and I think I've had like one mental burst in life, like in totality. Well, maybe two. I've had like two. The first one was when when we just went to Cameroon, went to boarding school for the first time, and then I did it, and then that's when I became independent. As I realized, like, fuck, we're all ours. I went to the cafeteria, went to the cafe, the refectory, didn't take my teacup in the morning. I went and everything was happening so fast. I got there. I did 6th grade here. Went there in 7th grade. So I didn't start that first year in middle school, in secondary school. So that first day when I went to get tea, I forgot my cup. And you have to take your cup there to get tea. They give you bread. Bro, so everything was happening so fast. Shit was mad loud. You're supposed to put like your teacups in the line. They fill all of them up. You grab bread when they're passing it by. So I grabbed bread. I didn't clock that I saw like all the cups. They put all the tea. Everyone took their cup, and I'm like, "Fuck! I only have bread." I'm like, "Fuck!" And for me, I don't know. Like in my mind, it's such a big deal. It might be the simplest thing to whoever's listening, but in my mind, I was like, "Fuck!" Because like I told you before, all we drink is water. Yeah. So I was trying to drink my tea. I had my little sugar I was gonna put in it, make it nice. I'm like, "Fuck! I don't have any tea." I'm looking around. Everyone's drinking the tea. They're talking, laughing, like eating. I'm like pinching my bread little by little, eating it. Then all of a sudden, they're like, "Yo." I was waiting for one of my guys to finish his tea so I can beg him for his cup. Yeah. So they can put me tea in there, and then I eat my shit with my bread. Because like eating your tea, drinking your bread, you're good. Yeah. So I was waiting for that, and then all of a sudden I hear them saying like, "All right, everybody needs to get out, go back to school, whatever." And I'm like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Bro, just fucking drink that shit, bro." Yo. And he was like, "Bro, why are you rushing me?" And then he started laughing, and I'm like, "Bro, I was dead serious." And they're kicking us out, and like we're all walking out, and I'm just looking around panicking just because I don't have tea. It's so crazy to think about. And then we get outside, and my two guys, shout out to Brian and at the time Hans. I haven't really talked to Hans in a minute, but my guy Brian, he was in Ohio. I think he's in Cali now. And they were what got me was that they were laughing, and I'm like, bro, I'm so dead ass. I started crying, bro. I was like, bro, you're laughing at me right now. I'm trying to tell you I had no tea the whole time. And y'all niggas over here.
See this little fucking sugar I got?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you guys. All I have is like my dry ass bread now. And I was just like, fuck. So from that day, had like a little mental breakdown, and the second time was like the med school thing. But yeah, that I think is a good count for keeping myself happy so far. So that's my most proud accomplishment.
That's good, cause no, that's honestly, it's funny to, like, that. It's cool that you can look back on it now and laugh at the moment, but I'm sure at the time it was like reality.
Tears, bro.
Yeah, reality
for
was,
tea.
Yeah, for like, tea.
It wasn't that imagine. Deep, and then I realized obviously it wasn't that deep. Like later, I'm like, life is life, bro. Yeah, shit happens. It is what it is. Damn, and that's why I started. You can say maybe that's why I started stealing bread. Because nobody at that point didn't care.
That's when Find the Villain became a thing.
I was like, this is how we have to live. Anyone for themselves, bro.
Okay, who's laughing now?
Yeah, I was like, like 50 people are crying that there's no bread for them. I'm like, shit.
Bro, good luck. That is nefarious work.
Good luck for the rest of this day. That's all you have to. All we have is like bread at 7 a.m. to like 2 p.m. when we have to fucking come back and eat. So good luck.
No way.
What's your most proud accomplishment?
Shit, that's crazy. Most proud accomplishment? Yeah, I think in the same way. I think I've talked about it before too. Like even like graduating, whatever, like college, whatever. Like doing things that I should be feeling proud of, I don't feel proud of. And I think I just been having in the past few years. I've just had a lot of issue with actually feeling joy and excitement in like the things that I'm doing or accomplish. But I would say the proudest accomplishment I have felt recently was like how I am like mentally now versus like a few years ago. Just in general, I feel like I've been a lot more accepting of life itself. Just like things that's happened, things that has happened or will happen or is happening, it doesn't bother me as much anymore. Mistakes I make, I'm not too hard on myself for it anymore.
Fair.
And honestly, as morbid as it sounds, it's really from like accepting my mortality, like understanding that one day any mistakes I make won't matter. At the end of it won't matter. Even the wins I have,
a lot of them won't.
Won't matter. Like a lot of them won't matter, and it is the most freeing thing knowing that like I can do anything during the time I'm here, and none of it will matter. And in a way, it's like, jeez, you know what I mean? Like it will matter on some.
Not none though.
Some of it will matter to some degree, but in the grand scheme of life, time, and everything, in the grand scheme of everything, not much. Not much will stick. No one's saying Lactran in 3 generation. You know what I mean? Like
they could be.
Yeah. Like, you remember great grandpa Lac? Maybe, but it will end there. It will not. You know, they're not sitting down. Maybe they'll sit down and watch this podcast, and feel different.
I'm about to say you're on the internet now, so that's already going a long way.
Yeah, but it's very freeing. Like I'm not afraid to. Like I'm not afraid to fuck up too much anymore, and I'm taking more risk in general. I'm traveling a lot more just because like when I do travel, I see things from my perspective. And even though whenever I travel somewhere, I've watched like 1,000 videos on like that place and trying to figure out all the stuff I can do. But the moment I'm there, none of that matters because I'm here on my own time. I'm gonna do everything on my own time. And everyone I meet, every hand I shake, every hug I give, it feels like a once in a lifetime thing. It feels like a brand new. So yeah, it's been a very freeing feeling.
Okay, no, I can appreciate that, man. That's a nice accomplishment to be proud of. Like furthering yourself mentally, and like you said, being more mentally like there and stable now than before. That's always a positive, which I think a lot more people than we would even imagine, I'm sure, actually needs to be able to do that. So yeah, that's fair. Oh man, okay. Give us the perceptions. What's perception saying? So
perception is not. I think whoever made the cards, they hit a little brain fog, a little plateau in their creative thinking. So this question is: ask a bold question you have always wanted to ask.
Oh, and it's just one question. Ask a bold question you always wanted to ask.
Yep.
Bold just being a bold question, and not like a bold question, right?
Boy, you said the same shit twice.
Yeah, double on.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
You know
I get what you.
mean?
I get what you meant though. I get what you
Everybody
meant.
knows what I mean. You don't know what I mean? Somebody put it in the comments. They'll tell you. They'll tell you. I'm not gonna tell you because I said it. I know why.
What's understood don't gotta be explained.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's a bold question? Not all the bold questions of the bold questions you want to ask.
So I mean, bold is, it's capitalized. So what's a bold question? I'm guessing I've always wanted to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damn, I feel like we talk so much that there's not much that I haven't talked to you about or asked you.
Mm.
Damn. How big is it? No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing.
No, you can't give random any power. A
Take
little
the mic
card
off.
gives you power, and this man just goes off. That's crazy.
No, I'm playing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Stop. I'm nosy. So now I'm be sitting here the whole time. Okay.
This is great for
Yeah.
content.
Yeah,
the way this worked out. But yeah, go ahead.
What's been your biggest mistake
Lately
that you have not corrected
that I have not corrected? My biggest mistake lately that I haven't corrected
or have corrected? Because I feel like maybe you do correct all the mistakes that if you realize you're doing something wrong, you
say everything, but
Yeah.
there has to be some.
Yeah.
I guess it'll just be to varying degrees. Like if it's
Yeah.
big or
Okay, wait. Go
my
ahead.
sleep schedule, I guess.
Yeah. Damn, I feel like that's not deep. That's not
bold.
It's not bold. It's not bold
enough.
Okay, bet.
Nah.
Okay,
Nah.
if you can get back together with one ex, who would it be?
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
In this scenario, I have to get back with one.
Yep.
If I can, because if I can, I won't. But
No, you have to.
do I have to?
Gun to your head.
It would be the most recent one. The first
Okay.
two were just loca, bro. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
going.
That's
Well, I guess to keep it, I would, like imagining how they've grown now.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't really say it's fair game. I would hope it'd be fair game because that was a long time ago. So she's probably learned a lot. Both of those girls that I dated had probably learned a lot.
Yeah.
Of course, there's still things that most recent ex could fix, of course. But I'm just saying, of the three, it would be the most recent. Just I don't know how the other two may have grown, and if I were to rank them, it would be the most recent, the very first one, and then the second one. In
Wow.
that number.
I got more than what I asked for. I got a whole ranking. Okay, yeah.
Huh?
I got a whole ranking.
I'll give you the fucking.
Yeah.
I told you my answer. You didn't like it.
No. That's cool. I like it. That's what I'm saying. I got a
No,
whole
I told my first answer you didn't like it. You have to change the question.
Yeah, bro. Sleep schedule. That's not a very bold answer.
Shit.
So,
We'll just use the same question.
okay. Damn, if I could get back with any, not could, if I had to.
You had
saying
to,
could,
not
like it's
could.
opportunity arising for me. If I had to, that question makes me think about the most toxic one I had.
Why is the
Relationship I
most
had?
toxic one?
Huh? Why the most?
Mm-hmm.
So I can go back and fix it. So I can fix it. So I can. So I don't know. Maybe like I just like dwell on it too much. But
Toxic? Were you toxic or was she toxic?
out towards the end we both became toxic.
Both were. So just a toxic relationship.
Yeah, like it started out great. It started out phenomenal, and I was like, "Oh, this is it. This is it." I can't even put a timeline on it. I'll get in trouble.
What about the other ones? You already said the most toxic one.
That's true. Yeah, the most toxic one. That'd be number one. That'd be
and then if you were to like go
number
like,
two.
who else would you?
Number two, I dated a girl that was very outgoing, like super, like super social, super energetic. Like has to talk to everyone, like talks to everyone in the room.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Every song that comes on, she's dancing. Like
That's a cool vibe. Yeah.
right, and it makes me feel like youthful being around her. If that makes sense. Like it's very it was like a very playful relationship, and even though she's old, like like she was like older than me at the time. At the
And
time,
still?
she's still older than me. The way I'm crazy shit. Yo. Anyways.
And still,
Yeah.
she's not an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number 3,
Mm-hmm.
the first bitch that cheated on me, just so I can break up with her again. Yep. So I can cheat on her and then break up with her. That's so toxic. I would never do that.
That is actually.
I'm not
crazy.
gonna hold a grudge.
That's crazy that you say that.
Nah.
Okay. Nah, that's fair. I like that. That was a bold question.
Yeah.
What I said was funny, and I think it's fate in a very weird way. I was fucking around, flipping the cards, flipped it, and I just noticed it was one question, and I was like, oh, fuck, okay. It's just a connection card, one question.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I just kept doing it. I don't know why. And then I actually flipped it, and that's when I read it. I was like, oh, fuck. So, connection cards, first time we're introducing it, and the first connection question card is ask a bold question that you've always wanted to. It's the same thing.
Wow.
Bro, why would it be the same thing? That's
crazy. So now, since you used my question, you got to come up with another question.
We have to do this twice?
Yep. Hey, we got to follow the cards, bro.
Connections is not starting off strong. Over here already repeating questions out of an entire deck. 3 decks of cards.
Is 2 questions on there, though, or just 1?
It's just the same. It's the same card.
Literally the same
as that. Literally ask a bold question you've always wanted to. Always wanted to is why make that statement? It's just, why can't it just be ask a bold question?
Yeah.
I guess it is if we were playing with
significant other.
Significant others.
I was just gonna say playing this with your significant other might turn out bad with this shit.
Might turn out bad.
Who on your Instagram do who on your IG do you talk to the most?
Why can't it be a good? Why you always think? Why you got to think of it in that scenario? Why couldn't it just be like ask a bold question you've always wanted to? It's like I've always wanted to ask you how you did this because you do it so perfectly.
That's a positive spin.
Exactly. Wow. It could be positive. That's what I'm trying to say. It could be positive.
Too
negative. Like, I've always wanted to ask you how you managed to do your hair. I like it so much.
That's a boost. I
want to learn how to do the hair so that I can see you with the hair more often.
That's game. That's game.
Game is game.
Yeah, I might have to play this one on the first date, bro.
He said, "With kidding me?" You already said you're not doing this on the first date.
Yeah, you're right.
Too deep. But yeah, anyway, what's a hypothetical you would ask the girl that you would want to? What's a bold question that you would ask the significant other?
That's crazy that it was your job and you gave it back to me.
I already answered it. What's a question? I said, how do you look the way you look? Because I want to know, because I'm intrigued. I want to make sure you're looking like this more often.
Do you ever feel like I don't do enough or I am not enough for you? That's what I would ask.
That's a good one. I can't say if, but that's a good one. I asked that in like regular, like that's a question that I've asked before, and I also received downpouring answers on. But it's like, I've asked that question plenty of times. Not to say it's not a bold question; it is a bold question.
Yeah,
but I feel like if we took the term bold here to mean like a question, like bold capital B, then yeah. I wouldn't say that's like that deep of a question, but that's a good question still to ask.
To me,
because a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of situations end up the way they are now.
Yeah, to me, it's a bold question just because I always assume I'm doing the right enough. I always assume I'm there enough, but people's emotional cup gets filled differently. You know what I mean? I can't bring what I did right with one relationship to the next. That kind of question will make it will open up the door for discussion of like, well, okay, what am I doing wrong or what am I doing right or whatever it may be. And you could just give a very simple answer like, yeah, like you're more than enough, or like you done more than enough for me or something. Or you could get like the downpouring answer that you need.
I was gonna say, it's funny now that you mentioned it like that, I've gotten both like types of answers to the same question.
Yeah,
because again, I like the question. I like it so much that I ask it, and I like asking it to get exactly what you mentioned.
Yeah.
However, I get 2 different answers depending on the 2 different moments that you ask it. Because when everything is, maybe it's because I also ask it not like more frequently than most. Maybe I ask it when things are very neutral. I think that's one time that I ask it when things are very neutral. Everything is calm. Like we're talking. Tell me some things. Like that way we can get to really connect. And then I also ask it when we're like in turmoil.
Yeah.
And then as you can imagine, asking it in those moments, you're going to get very turmoil-like answers. Which, not to say that they aren't, but just the answer to that question, as long as it's genuine, I feel like you could always learn from and be positive about. Or at least try to find a positive outcome. Because if it's something really bad, then you just know you've been doing shit. Like you've been doing terrible. You got to step it up. You got to work it. Right. It's going to make you feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, there's something to gain from that. Because you know that if you then do those things, or if you focus on doing that thing the right way for your partner, relationship is blessed. So, yeah definitely asked that one before. But okay, connections card. That being said, let us know after you click on the subscribe, after you click on the notification bell, after you click on the 5 stars on the Apple Podcast and the Spotify. Because the boys, I mean, I don't know if I was looking to you, but to me it's looking like 5 stars all the episodes.
Yeah.
All the episodes are looking like 5 stars. So y'all go ahead and just hit that, bro. Hit that 5 star. Make sure you're checking out the social medias, the Instagrams, the TikToks. We are on there. The boys are putting out the content, and we're going to be bringing out more content. By the time you're watching this, it's going to be getting to the winter time. So we're going to be doing a lot more interactive stuff, having some polls on the Instagram that we're actually going to use in some episodes. So hopefully by the time this comes out, we'll start getting into all that kinds of stuff, bring you guys more content, and let us know what you think. Again, one more time, comments. Everybody, take it care. This is today. Everything's been 5 stars. Today might have been 4.5. Today might have been 4.5. But round up. Take it care, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace. Damn, even that was all right. No. Wait. We didn't even get the peace. Yeah.
Everyone, take care. Take it easy. We'll see you on the next episode. Peace.
What was the other side to that? If someone else was to bring someone to the wedding that I don't like.
It was like your wedding and you don't, and someone brought someone
that you
one of your someone that you don't like. But there was something else you said too with the first one.
Yeah, it was all kind of blending.
It was like the other side of it.
Because what did we just do? Going to the wedding that you don't like?
Yeah, going to the wedding we don't of your boyfriend. I said your boyfriend. Fuck. I was gonna say your friend. Yo, I swear. What's the